In the previous video, Mr. Jones tackled Blender's steep learning curve to design a custom kitchen layout. Today, we'll streamline the process by building a cabinet test layout, continuing to explore Archimesh's capabilities. We'll cover a base and wall cabinet, an oven column, and a fridge setup. To start, delete the default cube that appears in a new Blender scene. Simply click on the cube to select it, then press the delete key. Next, to insert kitchen cabinets, switch to the Layout workspace. Press N to open the sidebar. Navigate to the Create tab and expand the Archimesh panel. Click on the Cabinets button, and then expand the Cabinets panel located in the lower left corner of the viewport. To focus on the selected object, press the Del key on the numeric keypad. To zoom in, click the magnifying glass icon and drag the mouse. Rotate the view by using the Orbit handler, represented by the curved arrows icon, and drag the mouse. To move the viewport, use the pen handler, represented by the hand icon, and drag the mouse. To create Mr. Jones' test layout, we'll start by selecting for wall cabinets. In the basic properties, note that the countertop height is set to 0.2 meters. For the second cabinet's properties, adjust the height to 2 centimeters. As explained in the previous lesson, this adjustment will make the cabinet's countertop disappear, aligning the top of the cabinet with the countertop level. For the third cabinet, set the width to 0.9 meters. Change the door type to drawers and select 3 drawers. Let's take on a real challenge with the fourth cabinet. First, set the width to 0.7 meters. In the basic properties, note that the baseboard height is 16 centimeters. Since the fridge will stand on the floor, set the Z position shift to -0.16 to move the baseboard below ground level. Considering most fridges are about 1.7 meters tall, adjust the cabinet height to 1.70 meters, which is the desired fridge height minus the default cabinet height of 0.7 meters. Notice that Blender, like Sweet Home 3D, can handle mathematical expressions for such adjustments. Set the door type to known and select 0 shelves. Before we proceed, let's select the baseboard of the fridge cabinet and press the delete key to remove it. As you can see, clicking on the viewport causes the Archimesh panel to disappear, which is the default behavior. Pressing the Cabinets button again in the Archimesh tools recreates the same objects in their original positions. As shown in the outliner, the area where Blender displays objects in a hierarchical view. This time, we select wall as the type, transforming the cabinets into wall cabinets with predefined depth and elevation, maintaining their widths. Set the door type of the third cabinet to double. However, the second and fourth cabinets are not created as expected. We need to select the second wall cabinet by clicking on it. You'll notice that the object is also highlighted in the outliner. Right-click on the object in the outliner, and from the menu that appears, select Delete Hierarchy to remove the cabinet and all its child objects. Similarly, select the fourth wall cabinet. In the outliner, right-click on it and choose Delete Hierarchy from the menu to delete the cabinet and all associated child objects. To create the oven cabinet, press the Cabinets button again and select a floor-type cabinet. Set the number of cabinets field to 1. In the cabinet properties, set the position X shift to 0.60 meters and deselect countertop fill. For the position Z shift, enter the expression 0.7, which is the default cabinet height, plus 0.16 meters, which represents the baseboard height, plus 0.02 meters, which represents the countertop height. This positions the cabinet on top of the countertop. In the base properties, and check the options for the countertop and baseboard to remove them. Set the height of the cabinet to 0.6 meters. In the cabinet properties, set the door to none and shelves to 0. Click anywhere in the viewport to commit the changes. Above the oven, we'll add a cabinet with the same depth that reaches the top. Start by pressing the cabinets button again. This time, select wall from the type list. You'll notice the cabinet is placed very high. In the cabinet properties, reset the values inherited from the previous settings, modify depth size, height size, position Y shift, and position Z shift, all to 0 if they're not already set. Next, change the door type to singular and select the desired number of shelves. For the Z position in the basic properties, enter the expression 0.88 plus 0.6, where 0.88 meters is the height of the floor cabinet and 0.6 meters is the height of the oven cabinet. Additionally, set the depth to 0.59 meters. Since the elevation of the newly inserted cabinet is 2 centimeters lower than the other wall cabinets, adjust the modify height size to 0.02 meters. Select an element in the viewport to apply the changes. Above the fridge, we'll add a cabinet with a depth of 59 centimeters to align with the top of the other wall cabinets. Press the cabinets button again. For the position X shift, enter the expression 0.6 plus 0.6 plus 0.9 to move the cabinet next to the fridge host. Each number in the expression represents the width of the previous cabinets. Change the cabinet width to 70 centimeters. In the basic properties, set the Z position to 1.7 meters to place the cabinet above the fridge. Next, set the modify height size to 0 and enter the expression to point to 1.7 for the height in the basic properties. Here, to point to meters is the top of the cabinets, and 1.7 meters is the height of the fridge top. Let's make our first object edit in this series by removing the base of the fridge cabinet. Start by selecting the fridge cabinet by clicking on it. In the Blender header, switch to Edit mode from the Object Interaction mode. In this mode, you can see the vertices, edges, and faces that make up the object. Choose Face Select mode to select the faces of the object. In our example, select the faces of the fridge cabinet's base and press the Delete key. From the menu that appears, select Faces to remove them. Repeat this step until all base faces are deleted. Next, you'll notice the inner cabinet edges are not touching the floor. To perfect the model of the fridge cabinet, switch to Edge Select mode. Click on the first edge, and while holding the Shift key, select the other two edges. Press the Del key on the numeric keypad to focus on the selected edges. In the viewport, select the Y-axis for a better view and zoom in. Activate the Move tool from the toolbar on the left, and drag the blue arrow down until the edges touch the floor. Zoom in as much as needed to ensure precision. Finally, switch back to object mode from the Set Interaction Mode drop-down. In our next video, we'll explore a simple way to create corners with Archimesh cabinets without overlapping surfaces. We'll continue to refine our kitchen designs, adding details and perfecting arrangements. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more Blender tutorials. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.